guys, welcome back to my channel. So I hate to do one of these types of videos on this sort of day as it is Mother's Day. I've been out, so excuse my hair and excuse my coat, cause yeah. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you guys are spending your Mother's Day well, even though I'm sure some of you can't at the moment. Seeing as the current situation at the moment, which is what I am going to talk about in today's video. So, the coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, however you would like to call it. A lot in these past weeks have happened, as I'm sure you guys already know. None of us, none of me, none of my family would have ever thought that this would happen in the world a few months ago. How in the space of a day so much has changed. Like every day the thing is just changing. When it started, I thought it would pass. I thought it was just like the flu, like what it's said to be, just like the flu. So I thought in my head it would pass, it would leave in time, just like the flu did. Gonna find this cure, we're gonna make everyone better. But no, that is not the case. So let me talk about a couple of subjects with you today. First off, self-isolation. Let me give you a bit of advice on this. If you're like me, you are young, you will probably just be a carrier of this virus. So, the best way to stop the disease is to self-isolate, of course, as you've heard of that already, by the government, that is being suggested, and I agree with that state. Like, people who are healthy, are in good health condition, have a good immune system. We just need to stop the virus from spreading by just staying in our houses altogether. Now for the elderly, if you go to a, say, grandparent's house or like someone who's vulnerable's house, they have a more higher risk of catching the disease and then dying off of it, as their immune system is quite low from either underlying health conditions or things like that. So self-isolation is key for this day and age, which I totally agree with, by the government's advice. Things shutting down. So the government, as I'm sure you also know this, has shut down pubs, cafes, places where people are known to have big gatherings there. Big gatherings are more likely to allows the disease to get passed on through big amounts of groups. If that indeed does happen, then more people will get it, more people will die from it. So that is why the government has stopped it, and it is good as well. I agree with that. So, on social media, fake news. So that's another subject I want to talk about. The fake news put out there. Now, for me, I have anxiety to not just traveling on a plane, not just school, but I also have anxiety from things changing around me. My anxiety doesn't like when things are not normal and like how they should be. Otherwise my anxiety and my anxiety attacks go sky roof. Now to help me cope with that, I just stay indoors, protect my nan who is vulnerable from, not vulnerable, but like can get the disease very badly because she is asthmatic. So in a way to stop that, of course, I have to self-isolate from her. Today might have been the last time I see her for a while. So that is quite sad on my part because I love seeing my nan. She's a very, very good character. And I'm sure many of you would probably miss seeing your nans and all that now. The fake news out there, like, just brings the anxiety of people like me who are not common to change, brings our anxiety sky roof. So the media is a like breeding ground for fake news. It's been everywhere with celebrities, with just people in general, the world. And during this time, no one can tell if it's fake news or not. So just please don't like breathe into fake news. If you could tell it's fake, then good. You could tell it's fake. No need to worry about it. But I suggest if you come across this really big, mind-blowing news, I suggest ask someone about it who's like, so for instance, if I saw like a fake news article from someone who posted it, my mum's an NHS worker, so I would always go to ask her about it because she is more likely to know more about it. If in a case your parents or anyone you know doesn't work in the NHS or like proper doctor authority thing, whatever, then I suggest just don't worry too much about it. Like, the news will tell you, the government will tell you the truth, definitely. So keep an eye out for what the government says 100%. But yeah, speaking of the government, another subject is the government. Comment down below if you think the government is doing enough, because I've had this argument with like friends, family members, all that, and I just feel like the government isn't doing enough. Like, I know they tell us to stop gatherings, I completely agree with that, but like, people are dying, and like, some people are still going out and disobeying the government's orders. But like, they don't try and stop that. Like if we go into lockdown, I guess that would be different. But I don't really want that to be the case, because that would bring my anxiety way up as well. Because, again, change. But change is happening daily now, and that is what I do not like. But we can stop the spread by, as I said before, self-isolating, following the government's orders, doing all that. But this is all state in my opinion. If you guys think the government is doing enough, then fair enough. That's your opinion, but I'm stating mine. So yeah, anyways, sorry, had to go do something quickly. So anyways, what was I saying? Yeah. So just follow the self-isolating rules and all that, and then the world and your country or whatever will be fine. I know China is settling down a bit now, so that's really good news to hear. England is not at a peak yet, so we still have a bit to go, and then we almost are. But anyways, the last subject I would like to talk about is shopping. Now, as you can probably tell by the media and saw on the media, shelves in shops are completely empty because of toilet rolls and all that. Now, this is my argument. People just need to be respectful of what they buy and what is needed for their daily life. If, say, I've seen this on like TikTok and all that, of like elderly people like coming home empty-handed because they couldn't buy anything because the shelves were empty. Now, if you are a more healthy person, as I've said before, you are more vulnerable. Not vulnerable, but like, not that, like, you're healthy. That's all to say. Like, you probably will have a lower chance of getting it. So please just pick up what is needed for those of you who are healthy, you're in a good condition. As for those who need to self-isolate, aka older people, elderly, please buy your essential things, what is needed in order to self-isolate if you really needed to. But people tackling other people just to get shopping supplies is just ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, we all need to be respectful of each other. We are all going through the exact same thing. No one gets a better status than others. But honestly, all of us just need to help each other and be respectful of each other. But like, yeah. But please be kind to people out there. Like, everyone is just as scared as you are. No one is different. And kindness is all anyone needs right now. And today you could give that kindness, especially, like, put it as this. Imagine someone was awful to you, stole your toilet paper or whatever, stole your pasta, and they were being really rude to you and wouldn't give it back. Imagine you were in their shoes, their situation. Think of it like that. And then maybe you will start to see some sense in the sense of it's awful to be treated like that, to be treated with so much disrespect. Like, I saw the shelves today actually, empty. Good thing no one was tackling, otherwise I would have had a right go at them, because kindness is everything. But yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video for what it was worth. I hope you all have a happy Mother's Day with your family and your mothers, because they are the most heroes in our life. They will always be. And yeah, please remember to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe. Makeup looks are coming now, as my school is of course shut down, and videos are coming as well, so please stay tuned to that. And yeah, bye.